Welcome to Magi Monday, where today we get to talk about the four of spades, which happens to be my card. So I am thrilled. First of all, my name is Andrea Blythe. I'm the traveling Magi of Let Love Rise, bringing you 52 weeks of the 52 cards, and we are in winter season with the final four. And I have invited a dear friend, my karma card, and the mini magi in my world, Mama Bear Mare. Welcome to the show.
What's up? What's up?
And here's what's fun about having Mare on today's show today, because I was like, well, yes, I could definitely come on and talk about myself and the energies of my card, but it would be a heck of a lot more fun if I were interviewed by somebody. So, who better than the
Mhm.
teacher card herself? She has a podcast, Lick My Brain. And today I am going to do something very uncomfortable for me. Here we go. I'm going to let go of control and turn the interview powers over to Mare. So thank you so much for agreeing to to help facilitate this conversation around the energy of the forest spade. So take it away, Mare.
Yes. This I'm so excited. Like my little evil laugh is just dying to come out.
Whoa.
Oh, Andrea Blythe.
Yes.
So you four of spades.
Yes.
You what I know about this four of spades and what I know about you are just spot on. So stable,
Mm,
yes. What does it say? Satisfaction in work.
mm.
Hello. Yes. No one gets to see behind the scenes, but yes. And strong drive for security. Yes. And out of all the fours, the strongest drive for security.
Uh,
Um, they
yeah.
say control issues. I don't see it as control issues. I see it as you're building an empire and you know what
Mm.
you want.
Yeah. I mean, and you're right. Like the drive for like what I can maybe misconstrue control is just like a true desire for security.
Right.
And my life has been anything but that for the last little bit. So yeah, like that feeling that like I'm like outside of like my comfort zone, falling back into it where it's just like, I like
Mhm.
to feel protected and stable and secure and all those things.
Now, do you think as a four of spades, it's hard for you to make time for fun or to allow yourself to have fun?
Okay, here, um, well, it is interesting because as a spade, I think I can speak on behalf of all spades. If you have that energy signature as one of your cards or both of them, that we are the workhorses of the humans.
Mhm.
Spades have this signature of work and health, and so I think that it's really really important for spades, and perhaps particularly for a four of spades and eight of spades, some of these big power numbers, to truly love what you do because you are going to work hard. You are going to be very dedicated, but also passionate about your work. So it's important to be passionate about that. And I think in terms of that question, like, did you say, is it hard for me to have fun or,
Is it, yeah, is it
or to
like, because
make time?
you are very disciplined and you're very
Yes.
driven. And so
Yes.
which is, I'm modeling myself after that because I, I'm all over
Well,
the
I'm your
place.
karma girl. Like this is the karma.
That's
I'm
right.
the wind beneath your wings. I'm here to say you too can have stability and structure and protection in your work and your health, blah, blah, blah. But
Yeah.
so I blur those lines because when I made this shift, when I left public education to start my own business, of course I have to work incredibly hard. Like to create a business from the ground up takes a lot of dedication, effort, consistency, which helps
Mhm.
having that fourness. And like so much of my work on my vision board currently is this huge thing that says having fun is serious business. And so I really do take that seriously. So like like sometimes me working is
Mhm.
karaoke night and I've got my sparkle pants on, or it is, going up to the mountains or taking people on retreat somewhere to a beautiful place. And so I find enjoyment in that. And at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, my children can say that sometimes it's like, I don't know how to turn off work because my life is my work in a lot of ways. And so,
Exactly.
my daughter was very, very insistent that when we had this dream trip earlier in 2025 to go to Greece and have this Mamma Mia trip, that she just asked the one thing is that I don't work while I was there.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say that that did challenge me, but it helped me to see where I had been imbalanced and how to bring more balance back. So now I'm in my 52nd year, which is a really powerful year in terms of the cards, the Magi card science system. And I'm really looking very open-eyed at that balance between work and play and
Mm-hmm.
how to either separate it out now that there's a foundation to my business and just seek fun for fun's sake. It doesn't have to be tied into my work or, heaven forbid, rest. Seek rest for rest's sake and not feel like I'm being lazy or I'm not being productive or I'm not whatever I feel like I should be doing as a builder, as a creator, as somebody
Right.
who's desiring financial stability, home stability, like all the stability that I'm seeking. Like, how can
Mm-hmm.
I just also allow that? So I would say I'm getting better. I'm getting better.
You're definitely getting better, and you're a big advocate for finding your joy.
Yes. And because that was
Mhm.
a huge teacher for me, again, I used to be a high school public teacher and leaving that, that very stable, but also financially limiting job and career to do something that I was truly felt more passionate about now. Like I loved, loved, loved my high school years. And when my joy meter, I call it the joy meter, it never came back after going through the pandemic and teaching, via Zoom.
Right.
Uh, Thank you, because I did learn some Zoom skills from my public education years. But like going into my work, I can't take that same level of intensity into my work and experience the rewards. I have got to recognize that what I'm doing is so much different now, and it has like the joy has to be my guide.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoyment is one of the pillars of transformation that I teach within the Soul Purpose program is noticing, and I have to do this for myself, and my kids will call me out on this when they see that I'm getting stressed out, I'm getting overwhelmed, I'm overworking, I'm not taking a break, or I'm just trying to force something to happen on my timeline.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for me to step away from my work. And those were huge, powerful lessons that I've had in the first 2 years as an entrepreneur is learning when to step away, step outside of the building, get a breath of fresh air, come back with
Yeah,
new eyes. And I always do come back. I will circle back, but it doesn't do me any good to not allow joy and passion and creativity be the spark of the work that I create.
exactly. Exactly. And because you're so grounded and you teach so many of us how to stay in the moment, stay present, and be grounded, what do you do behind the scenes when it does get overwhelming to find to ground in the chaos?
Yeah,
What do you
I
do?
mean, right. I think I just saw the song by Brandy Carlisle, the eye. Like you can dance in a hurricane, but only if you're standing in the eye, right? Like there's like the shit storm. I'm just gonna say it that I have been through in the last several years of my life. I've had to seek out grounding, and the best way for me to do that is to go seek out a quiet place in nature, sitting by the
Mm-hmm.
river, going up to the mountain. I chose to move my family to a place where getting into beautiful places was very accessible and easy. It takes me, 5 minutes and I'm at the river. So that would be an example of it. Sometimes even just going to the park with my dog can do that. So nature is a huge part of it. Winter season, I'm not so fond of taking my shoes off and putting my bare feet on the ground, but I will put my hands on trees. I'm a tree hugger. I've always been a tree hugger. So
Mm,
things like that. But then the other thing that for me will also help center me in is music. Um, Listening music has been one of my healing paths. And so sometimes it's taking a walk and just putting on some music and reminding myself of the bigger perspective.
mm,
And sometimes it's silence, it's meditation. I mean, shoot, I'm even learning the power of a nap. Like
hmm.
just
Yeah.
whatever it is though, when I talk about the joy meter and when it comes to the work that I'm doing, it when I feel it slipping, I'm getting better at seeing and acknowledging the slip. And it can be as simple as just taking a 15-minute, like I'm just gonna go um, take a walk around the house a couple times,
Hmm.
or just step away and maybe fold a basket of laundry and come back. I don't know why I just said that example about folding a basket of laundry because let's be real. There are certain things that I have to give up in my life, and
No one said your clothes can't stay in the dryer.
that's right.
No one said that
And if they're
at
wrinkled,
all.
all you have to do is get a wet washcloth, just put it back in 10 minutes. You're good
I mean, or buy those and don't wrinkle kind of things. You know what I mean? Or buy stuff
Right,
that's supposed to
exactly.
look like it's wrinkled. Gauze. Gauze is great for that. Gauzy clothes.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, okay, so if you could encapsulate the feeling of a four of spades,
Hmm.
what would that be?
I think I mean, I see like steadiness. I
Mhm.
see stability. Yeah. It's and because if you look at the spades, what one karma card, the karma that I give to in this life is the 10 of clubs or into the teacher's card. So I definitely am leaning into my role as a teacher. And that's always been a part of my life path. But the receiving energy that we have is another four. It's the four of hearts. And the four of
Mhm.
hearts is, the foundation of home and love and stability there. So the spade from the heart, karma card to the heart, to the club, the stability in our mind, to the diamond, the stability of our finances, to the stability of all things. That's kind of what the spades take all the energies of the heart, the club, the diamond, and put it in. And that's why maybe what did you say at the beginning that the four of spades is the most
Oh yeah, the four of spades
desirous
is
of.
the most driven in security.
Yeah, yeah, very yeah.
Mhm.
So again, that's everything that I work for in a lot of ways on a subconscious level, I think are embedded in the desire for this four of hearts to have this stability again in my home. Everything,
Right.
my home life was beautiful, and then it all like the whole house of cards
Hmm.
fell and then burned in flames and blah blah blah. And ever since then, I have been working to restabilize that part of my life in all the ways. I don't even remember what the question is anymore, what I'm
That's
answering.
okay.
I'm just
And this is just something that just popped in my head, but do you ever sit back and go, "Damn, girl, look what I did." With all these women out here and men that you have been helping with the Magi, with the mindset, with the retreats, with gathering us for book clubs, joy circles, all the moon celebrations, all the stuff that you do for this community. You're out there speaking, you're mentoring. Like, do you ever just sit back and go,
mm.
"Yup, yup."
I am making it a more a practice to do that because no, the answer is I wasn't doing that. I was not acknowledging what I've created, what I have built in these last 2 years. I haven't been acknowledging that, and instead, because I'm also just part of my human design, everything else is I have this visionary. I see my clairvoyance is coming online, and I have this vision, not just for myself, for the Let Love Rise community, for the world at large, all of this. I have this vision, and I am very driven. I'm a big Taurus energy as well. And so Taurus is known for, not being the quickest and the fastest, but very steadfast and just moving it forward.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have a tendency and there's also some scarcity mindset that is encoded in the Four of Spades. That is probably our Ace of Diamonds. Saturn card is the card of self-worth, is our teacher in life. And our worth is associated with our finances. And so all of this, like, there can be this scarcity driven, like, I haven't done enough. I'm not enough. I'm not worthy of rest. Like, this is the stuff that can percolate in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
But it is through the community that a lot of you are showing me and asking me to look and to bask, to bask in what I have created. And part of it is encoded now, like we talk about wins, like what are your wins? And I think that that's something that is important to me, that I do, and not just do it like at the turning of the calendar year, not just in retrospective of like, what did I do in 2025, but like
Mm-hmm.
on a weekly basis, like before looking at all the stuff that still quote unquote has to get done or is on my goal list. It's like, what did I do that I can be like, at a girl? And then also, how do I break things down so that at the end of a work week, I can be like, hey, I did this thing and I'm
Mm-hmm.
proud of it. But to say that I wasn't tearing up when you were saying that, and the fact that I do need to be reminded sometimes, because I can be really hard on myself because I have such big dreams. I
Yep.
know where I want to go, and that's the gift that the Magi has given me, is really understanding how my soul came here to shine,
Mm-hmm.
and stepping into that power, owning it, claiming it, and being like, all right, I'm clear. I'm going to go
Mm-hmm.
forward in this direction. It's hugely important. And also, like, celebrating is hugely important. And I am getting better. Just like with
You
the
are
fun,
getting better.
I'm getting better.
You
Am
are.
I there? Is it a consistent practice yet? Maybe not. Maybe not yet.
Time. I mean, it's happening little
Yes.
by little. It's happening.
Yes. Yes.
So I have to say, before we came on, I was looking
Hmm.
at the celebrity birthdays because that's always my jam. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
And so Maya Angelou, you quote her all the time, which is
All the time. Yes.
Rod Stewart. I
Who?
just thought that Rod
Rod
Stewart.
Stewart.
I just
Rod
thought that was kind
Stewart.
of fun. And then Michelangelo, not
Yeah.
the Ninja Turtle, the
No.
actual Michelangelo.
Really?
Yeah,
A four of spades.
yeah, yeah.
Huh. Well, I guess it
All right,
takes some determination to bring the David out of the marble. Like,
a
gosh,
little
can you
bit.
imagine? And to
Yeah.
paint all that, geez, four
And
of
do you want to
spades.
know my most favorite person that is next to you, that is a four of spades?
I I want to ask if it's Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Oh,
It's him,
you got to put it
Robert
on now.
Downey, the real Robert Downey, not the person who wears this, but the real Robert Downey.
No way.
Yes, sir.
Four of
Yes, sir.
spades.
Yep, yep.
Well, I know
Love
that I
that.
share a birthday with The Rock, and so I always be like, yeah, he and I, we're same energy.
What's up, Dwayne?
But yeah, the builders, but I love that about Maya Angelou. I don't think I knew that, because I do. I say all the time, when you know better, you do better.
Mhm.
That's my day, and a
Yeah,
huge teaching that she has, yeah, brought into my world. Hmm.
yeah. And the other really cool thing, just because I know I am one of birth, but you have an Aries rising. So no wonder. I mean, you are determined
Oh gosh.
and you
Yeah,
are
an
gonna get
Aries
it.
rising, and yeah, my astrological birth chart, I was born at 1 degree of Aries, and yeah, they are known to be just very determined, very fiery. It is represented by the dragon in my birth chart as well. My Chinese astrological birth chart, I have the dragon in my work pillar. And so I also, through understanding myself through these systems, I realize that I am meant to be a trailblazer. I am meant to
Hmm.
clear some paths and be a leader, which if you had told me 10 years ago, well, really, if you told me 10 years ago anything about my life, that this would be the
Right.
backdrop of my living room, I mean,
Hmm.
I'd be like, really? Um, but I am like in like I'm stepping into that. I'm accepting it. I'm understanding what that means and I'm using the drive when it drives me. And here's the thing that I think for any Four of Spades listening to know is that again, going back to that joy meter, when your drive isn't there, when your desire, your passion to create the work isn't there, that I want to give you a permission slip to stop because it'll come back. Like
Hmm.
I have to start trusting that there are times where I'm unmotivated and an unmotivated for spades is probably more motivated than a lot of other cards in the deck just because we do
Hmm.
desire that stability, that security, that all of that is part of what we are working to create. And so,
Hmm.
yeah, it's okay to rest because the drive will always be there and it'll come back and you'll just get back. You'll just get back to it
Yeah.
when it feels more soul aligned. And sometimes your body's just telling you to rest because that's the other thing with the spade. It's connected to our health, um, and our bodies. And I'm just going to speak on that real quickly because I think it's
Hmm.
important to understand the implications of having protection over your health is huge. And I am so grateful I feel like I have been given such protection over my health my entire life, where either like I can get through an illness rather quickly, or there are certain things like I learned this the hard way that I do not manifest symptoms of strep throat. Uh, I do get it, but I don't manifest symptoms of it. And so there was a time period raising my kids where a couple families we just kept passing strep throat from all like and strep throat, if you're a parent and you've had a child or if you've had strep throat,
Hmm.
is no fun.
Yep.
No fun whatsoever and can lead to real serious illnesses. My oldest child went through a whole thing. And then they finally tested me. And then I was like, no, I don't like I got nothing. And when they tested me, I came out positive. I was carrying strep throat throughout this whole, it was like a 6, 8 week ordeal where like we couldn't shake it in
Oh.
all these families. And the number of times that people got strep throat in that year, it turns out that I was partially responsible for it because I didn't manifest the symptoms. And that's just one way that the protection of health can manifest itself. So
You are an amazing healer, Andrea Blythe. With any of us, when we get something, you look through your trusted book and you tell
oh,
us what it could possibly mean, and then we kind of focus, and then pretty soon, yeah, like it's amazing to watch.
and it's beautiful because I believe that we choose the families into which we're born. I believe that we chose this lifetime, this time, place, on earth. I believe that we chose all of it from a soul perspective. And I was raised by two sevens, a seven of hearts and a seven of clubs. And my mom, specifically as a seven of clubs, always spoke to my mindset. And one of the things, like when I was ill or when I was sick, she would always say things to me like your body is healing, you can heal yourself, I am well, I am, and so I was raised with these affirmations and I pass them on to my children, but this is like first sign of anything. I start telling myself what I know to be true about our bodies, and it's a signal to rest. And again, let's go back to the throat.
Hmm.
And Louise Hay is the book that you're referring to. You can heal your life. Like looking at what is trapped in there, what needs to be said, or what is the underlying symptom. That has
Hmm.
just come later in life. But I was I was raised with a foundation of this that led me into this work where now I'm like, oh yeah, that makes so much sense. All of it makes sense. And
Mm-hmm.
a lot of it comes down to our thoughts, the power
Yeah.
of our thoughts and thoughts becoming things. And yeah.
And we can all read the books and we can all do that, but it's the community that you built where
Hmm.
all these goddess sisters are constantly supporting each other and there for each other. And it's the most beautiful thing because as a lot of people know, I did not trust women
Mm.
until now, until this group of women and the
Wow.
support and watching you build all that, getting to sit back and know the things that you're working on and watch you just check them off your list. It's very motivating, very
Well,
inspiring. And the throat, how many times did I lose my voice when I first met you?
oh yeah.
Constantly losing my voice, wanting to do a podcast. It kept getting put off because of my throat and but it wasn't my throat.
Mm.
It
Yeah.
was everything else that needed to be.
Yeah.
And now that I have my voice, I knock on whatever, I've been
Yeah.
healthy.
Yeah, yeah, and it's important and to that end, I do get laryngitis. Like I will lose my voice. I and that's when I connect with my inner Ariel, the mermaid in me and it's like but it's hard to lose your voice. And what is that speaking to? What are you not expressing? What needs to be shared and
Yeah.
expressed? And then the Louise Hay book has beautiful affirmations about how you can the things that you could be telling yourself while you are drinking your tinctures and taking
Hmm.
the herbs and supplements that are going to boost your immunity from the inside. And that's the other thing I've always been and again, I was raised this way. I chose this. I was
Hmm.
raised in a very homeopathic home where, medication was like Advil for me. Like
Hmm.
I didn't know, I just was never medicated. Hardly ever, ever, ever. I went on to have three natural childbirths and, raised my kids in this same venue of like we are stewards of this earth and this earth has healing remedies for it. And we are going to respond better when we choose to not suppress the symptoms and not to mask
Hmm.
them with the Tums and the NyQuil and the all of that. There's a place and time for it. I totally get it. But instead to feed ourselves from the inside. And
Right.
yeah, that's Forest Spade stuff as well, I guess.
Yeah,
I
I think
think.
so.
Yeah, protection over
I think
health.
so. Well,
Mhm.
I think anybody watching this right now needs to sign up with you because there's so much that you're doing, not just the Magi. I mean, there's so much you're doing with changing people's mindsets and helping them find who they are.
Mm.
And when you have someone giving you permission to get louder, rooting
Yeah.
you on, yelling at you to not be small, not yelling, but like saying,
Yeah.
you're not going to be small, just do it, all that
Yeah, I
stuff.
would say cheerleading you on.
There you go. Well, yeah, me and cheerleaders, I don't know so much, but yeah, sure.
But yeah, like that.
Sure.
I mean, that's how, yeah, that my yells come out as,
Just
the
love.
soccer mom on the sideline. Like,
Hmm.
you go,
You can
girl.
do it.
You
That's
can
right.
do it. Yes,
That's
and to
right.
tell a ton of clubs that you are meant to be sharing your wisdom, your knowledge. You are meant to be big and to be loud. And a
Hmm.
lot of us tens, and I also carry a 10 of diamonds energy is another part of my soul essence. And us tens, a lot of us are told to be quiet, to be small, and we don't know, but like that is part of my passion is to help people unlock an understanding of like why why it doesn't feel good to be put into a box. If you're a big 10 and you got big wings and big thoughts and big
Hmm.
ideas and things to express, that you're not doing yourself or the world any service by listening to the outside world of what they think you should be. And many
Right.
of us do that. I
Hmm.
did. I
Yeah.
subscribed to something and I really questioned like all of it. Like, who am I if I'm not this, Christian
Right.
wife and mother and, raising perfect children in a family. And oh my gosh, she's divorced. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, but that was really the thing that freed me to be who I am and to learn this system because it came to me as a consequence to the painful experience I was having and a friend just being like, "Hey, go back and watch the Three of Spades episode where I got to interview Vicky
Yes, I
Flint."
was just going to say that. Oh, I'm so grateful that you had that reading when you
Hmm.
did,
Yeah.
because just the road from there on for
Yeah.
all of us, we're
Yeah.
so grateful that you chose this.
And it's so important to know, like, right? And that's, one of the things that I say all the time in the Joyful Soul Circle is like, what's in your way is the way. And
Mhm.
so my heart healing journey, I have been healing that for myself so that I can heal and help other people. And then I had to give birth to a new life for myself. I had nothing
Mhm.
really, especially when I walked away from, might as well just scrap the career too, and let's just get a clean slate. And so I had to birth my own new existence and way of being. And that's where I see again this Four of Hearts karma card of the second karma card, which is the giving. I receive the energy of the Four of Hearts, which is that stabilization in home, that stability, that love energy, where I see that as that safe container that I can hold space for people either in the Joyful Soul Circle or on retreat or one on
Mhm.
one in a soul purpose session to help people to feel safe to express their deepest desire that maybe you didn't even write in your diary, but it's in there, to
Mhm.
pull that
Yeah.
out and bring it forth to light. Because I tell you, I mean, you asked me that question, do I ever stop and look back? I mean, all the time is the answer, but I think right now I'm particularly, there's enough distance now between me and those painful years between 2019 and 2022 that I'm really like, oh, okay. I've got a foundation for a business here. Like
Mhm.
I
Yep.
can, yeah, like I'm creating something that is not just meaningful for me because I get to use my pain story and transmute it for myself, but then to see all the things that I have learned along my way to help other people on their journey,
Mhm.
that is just like, mm, that is
Mhm.
gold. That is everything. And I'm so grateful.
Yeah,
So
we're
grateful.
the lucky ones. We're grateful. I know I am, and I will say it forever. So
Aw.
I've even got Andrea's got a tattoo of her. You can't see it, but I have a little Three of Hearts, Ten of Clubs. Andrea's got a tattoo of the Magi. We are
We're magi
Magi
out.
loving. Yeah, I love
Yeah.
it. I love it.
Branding ourselves.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
So, well, this was so much fun. This was really
Yeah.
fun. You did
Thank you.
great.
Oh, thanks.
Giving up a little control.
There's not going to be any lick my brain questions.
Oh, I could do a lick my brain question. Okay. What kind of lover would a four of spades match up with? Like, what's
Well,
the
I
perfect
I
love
have
match?
been I I'll tell you what it's not.
What not to do?
Ace
Yeah,
of
what not
Diamonds
to do?
people, I love you. But dating your Saturn card, I've done it twice and it is now like no more, no more. But yeah, I have been told that a really good energy for me because I am a big energy is like a 10 of hearts person, somebody who has a big love energy or somebody who can understand the 10ness of me because yes, we're here to talk about the four spades side of myself, which is like the foundational, like the consistent, the worker, like I'm going to show up
Your
for you. I'm going to
birth
show up
card.
like
Hmm.
yes. But my other side, I have a 10 of diamonds and then the 10 of clubs karma card. And then I have a 10 of hearts decadent ruling card. So I have some big energy
Hmm.
cards.
Yep.
And in my, I need, I desire, I need, I'm calling in. How do we want to start
Yes.
this sentence? Somebody who is strong Oh my gosh, what's that song? Are you strong enough to be my man? Like
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah,
somebody
that's
to be
always
strong
playing.
and steady, but like, okay, I'm going back to Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Like strong, steady, so that because I am a lot. I am
Thank
big
God.
energy. I'm
Thank
very
God.
driven. I'm very all of that. But at the end of the day, like I love to collapse into someone's arms, somebody to just hold me and be like, I got you. I got
And
you.
what was the card that you said was the good match?
Well, Robert Lee Camp has told me, he's like, look for a 10 of hearts. I was like,
Okay. What birthdays are 10 of hearts?
yes, I know of a couple of birthdays that are 10 of hearts, and then there's 10 of hearts. And then the other thing that is important because I did end up meeting a 10 of hearts and we dated and it was beautiful until it wasn't. And what I will say to that is you can have the best connections like I happen to have had with this 10 of hearts person. And if you're both not in the same space of desiring the same
Mm-hmm.
commitment, committed relationship, then
Yeah.
it's not gonna work. You can have the best card connections and it won't work. So,
So you being a four of spades
yes.
and the stuff I talk about on Lick My Brain about redesigning relationships
Yeah.
and possibly one or two. I'm a three of hearts, guys. So one, two, three, whatever. It's all good for me.
Yes.
For you,
No.
you need.
I'm like, God, no, please, please don't put me in that place. Like, it is so, and again, I will speak from experience because, it's been 6 years from the divorce. I have been dating and I do have that strong desire to be coupled back up and so in the search you meet all kinds of people. You meet three of
Mhm.
hearts people, or you have a year. I had a year where the three of hearts was my long range card. And that is, all about expressing yourself and learning different ways of love and experimentation in love. And had found myself in a relationship where I was not the only partner of the person. And when I found that out, I was like, oh no, I could totally do this. Like I could be so secure in myself and
Mm.
like this is gonna work. And spoiler alert.
Well, yeah, you don't find out in something like that. That's the no-no there. That should have been discussed before anything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
That's just a
and
little
and to be
on their part.
fair, it might have been, and I was just like, la 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 la. I'm gonna make this work because
Oh, you
I'm
table, you.
persistent and I'm gonna make it work. But yes, I would say that for me personally, I have found, and I don't know if it's that four of hearts energy that feeds into me or my four of spades, but like the four, yeah, I'm pretty much like a one person
More, yeah, that is
only.
stable. Yeah.
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 And when I call you a table, it's you when we were learning about the fours a long time ago, and you
Mm.
were saying the four is like a table, four leg or chair. You
Yeah.
were the chair. Four legs on the chair. And so
Yeah.
now that's how I see everybody who's a four. I'm like, one, two, three. Okay.
Right, right. And then for us fours, I mean, and it is helpful to get outside of the box a little bit, like to experiment, like, yes, there's so much I value so much in my security and my stability, in feeling
Hmm.
protected and safe. And, it's no coincidence that in my midlife, the 45 to 52 years, not 52 years, the years between age 45 and 52 are really, really important years in the Magi system. That's where we step into what I call volume two of our life. And I can be very driven for that desire for security, but it's also
Hmm.
important to allow yourself to experience things from different perspectives. And I am grateful that I did have a relationship with somebody who was more into, having a polyamorous, having
Hmm.
multiple people, and I had to experience that for myself that that's not for me. And I don't know, maybe there's another four of spades out there that has a different energy signature where it's like, no, this does work for me.
Hmm.
But typically, I think fours desire a more inside the box thinking. And yeah,
That's okay.
that's just
That's
as
perfectly fine.
that's and that's part of it. It's about loving that about myself because I was really disappointed in myself that I couldn't, ascend to this higher spiritual love of just like it's all good. Like, I really wanted to get to a place where I wanted to rationalize, I wanted to make it work. And
Hmm.
that's, a very part of my persistency. But I'm grateful that I had it. And then to realize that it's just not mine. That's
Right.
not how I am going to be best. And so learning to let go, I think it's important to say one more thing about oh no, it's the 10 of diamonds that has, never mind. It's my 10 of diamonds that has the 9 of hearts Pluto card. Never mind.
Backspace delete.
Yeah. Four of spades, just write about it. The 3 of clubs is our Pluto card for life. Just write about it. Just express yourself. And that's what
Yes.
happened. That's how Let Love Rise came to being. And that's where my Pluto card, the
Hmm.
4 of spades has the 3 of clubs, the writer's card for our card of transformation in this lifetime. And it is certainly just beginning for me to transform my life, to really seeing
Heck
the
yeah.
importance of speaking my truth and speaking my experience and sharing it in a more global way. There is a book inside of me that is coming out, and yeah, lots of speaking to be done, a lot of expression to be had, and I know now emphatically that that's part of my soul signature, and I love it. I'm embracing all of that 3 of clubness of me, the writer's card, and good things are going to be coming.
Yeah, I need to get you a microphone just to walk around the house. You just for now on, because living as if,
Yes.
create a stage, be out there.
Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, it's
I love
it's
it.
happening. It's
It's
happening.
happening. Well,
Hmm.
I love you. Thank you for giving up a little control so I could ask some questions. I went easy, I think. I didn't do too.
You totally did. And thank you so much. Like that part of me that just is like, oh, what am I getting myself into? No, but it truly, the intention behind this series of the 52 cards over these 52 weeks is to
Mhm.
speak to the energy of the numerology. Here we're talking about fours today, that stability, that protection, that security, and also of each of the suits. We're 13 weeks of winter season right now. This is week 4 of winter season. And to help people understand what it means if you are a spade or if you love a spade, anybody's birthday, you can request a soul purpose clarity call with me. I could tell you your cards. You can look up your cards based on the solar energy of your birthday, and then go back and watch a video on what it means. Because I think that when
Mhm.
we know ourselves better, when we love ourselves fully and accept all that is encoded in our roadmap, then we can show up more authentically. And when we are vibrating at the frequency of authenticity, that is the highest vibration there is, even above love
Mhm.
and gratitude and joy, is authenticity.
Right.
And could you imagine a world where we're all just so fully authentic and so fully aware of how we chose to manifest in this lifetime and what our relationship is with other people, the giving and the receiving, like you and I have discovered as being karma cards, and like how we flow with each other? I mean, can you imagine?
Hmm.
That's,
I can
again,
imagine, and I want to keep making that happen.
and
Yes.
that's what we're doing here. So that's,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
when
definitely, I know it's your show, but definitely they need to go to
right.
letloverise.com.
Yep.
And on there are all the links to be able to book a call with you to
Yeah.
discuss, figure out what your Magi cards are.
Yeah.
And there's just so much from that moment on. The
Yeah.
second you find out,
Yeah.
it opens up. Everything opens up.
Yeah.
Everything makes sense
Yeah.
when you
And it's
get that.
usually met with a little resistance at first. I remember when I found out my cards, I was like, really? Like a 4 of spades? I'm like, you're telling me that I came here to be a workhorse? Like, bleh. Like I wanted something sexy and fun. But and I remember you met yours with resistance as well. You're like a teacher. I'm like, I'm not. You're like, I'm not. That's not.
Like, I don't like people. What are you
I'm not going to
talking
speak
about?
to large groups of people. Look at you, microphone podcast. Yeah,
Yeah, my
yeah,
security blanket now.
yes, yes. Well, I love that. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you for being the trusted person that could be gentle on this interview, but also to help explain what a four of spades person can show up and manifest and look like. So, yeah,
Hmm.
look at the birthdays. They'll be listed in the description. The clarity call will also be listed in the description. If you love a reading, it is my joy to do readings for people to help you understand your soul essence a little bit better. Because as my four of spades, now I know, twin, Maya Angelou says, when you know better, you do better.
Hmm.
So love that. And we'll come back here next week to go into the energy that comes out of the four, which is the restless wanderer, the five of spades, the change in lifestyle. And interestingly enough, one of my dad's cards, it's a five of spades. So
Very cool.
yeah, sun
Very
moon
cool. Looking
connection.
forward to
That's
that one.
good. Yes. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye
You're
there,
welcome.
everyone.
My pleasure.
And to everybody else, thank you for tuning in. Please, if you like what you're hearing here, subscribe to the channel, share this with any four of spades person who you know and love. And until next week, here's to love and joy in the journey. Ciao for now.